see that Commissioner Scar's en route somewhere.
Good morning, Erin. Can you hear us?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Good morning.
Good morning.
Debbie, are we ready in the back? Jane?
Yes.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. Today is Wednesday, April 30th, 2025, and we'd like to welcome everyone to the board meeting. We'll call this meeting to order at 9 a.m. I'd like to mention that Commissioner Fournier is not with us today, and Commissioner Scar is joining us remotely. So I'm here by myself, and not by myself, of course, because I'm here with Rachel Haggerty and Bill Sargent, but I'm here at the dais by myself. And and I'm getting the note from Debbie that I'm not quite loud enough. Okay, all right. So here we go. The conference number is 971-254-3149, conference ID 866-914-607#. Audio capabilities are listen only and are offered on a best effort for the public. Our meeting is also live streamed, and you can join us online by going to our website or to tctvonline.com. Click on live broadcasts. Before we get started, I'd like to remind everyone to mute your phones. You can do this by pressing *6. Please unmute your phone when your agenda item is ready to be discussed. For those joining via computer, please unmute your microphone and turn on your camera when your agenda item is called. All others must remain muted with their cameras turned off. Thank you. Public comment. Those intending to provide public comment to the board may attend in person or email submissions to the public comments email on our website. Public comments received by noon on Tuesday will be distributed to the board, posted online before the meeting, and become part of the public record. You may also provide public comment virtually by registering ahead of time. To register, please email public comments by 12 p.m. on the Tuesday prior to the board meeting. Public comments can also be mailed to the Board of Commissioners office at 201 Laurel Avenue in Tillamook, Oregon, 97141. For more information on public comment options, please visit the Board of Commissioners webpage. Do we have anyone signed up in the room or online for public comment?
Do not.
Okay, then we can jump right in and start with the Pledge of Allegiance. Bill Sargent, will you lead us in the Pledge of
I'd be
Allegiance?
happy to. I pledge allegiance to the flag of
To
the
the
United States of America and to the republic for
which
which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible,
and
with
it is
liberty and justice.
liberty for all.
Thank you. Okay, so we will just jump right into the legislative administrative agenda. Item 5 is consideration of a sub-agreement with Northwest Medical Foundation of Tillamook, doing business as Adventist Health Tillamook, for the jail-based medications for opioid use disorder program. And we have, do we have Melody Ayers with us? I don't see her online.
I don't see her either.
Commissioner Scar, would you like to carry this, or should we wait and see if Melody is just joining a few minutes late?
Either way you'd like to go, I can certainly carry it if we would like to continue forward.
Yeah, please do.
Okay. So the Criminal Justice Commission put funding forward for this fiscal year to assist with medicated treatment for those who have opioid use disorder that are in jails across the state of Oregon. So in Tillamook County, as many people know, our clinic at the jail is operated by the Adventist Health, or known as the Northwest Medical Foundation of Tillamook. And so the county went ahead and applied for these funds and then is subcontracting to Adventist Health to make them available in our jail. So it's two things. It's the medications themselves, and then it is also staffing and support for transition. So as individuals are transitioning out of incarceration, they receive support to stay on their medication-assisted treatment and to get the additional supports they will need once they're out. So this is a contract to provide those funds to Adventist Health.
Thank you very much. I am grateful for this service. I'm grateful for the support that it provides to people who are incarcerated, who are experiencing addiction, because of course it's in everyone's best interest for them to to stay clean and sober and be in recovery after they leave the facility. So everything that we can do to support people to be successful in that, I'm all for. So, and I'm grateful to Adventist Health for their help in this work.
Yeah, I completely agree.
All right, I think we're ready for a motion.
Hey, Madam Chair, in consideration of a subaward agreement with Northwest Medical Foundation of Tillamook, doing business as Adventist Health Tillamook for the jail-based medications for opioid use disorder program, I move approval.
I second. We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for the vote. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Thank you. Okay, moving on to item 6, consideration of a sixth amendment to the Oregon Health Authority Intergovernmental Agreement number 026023 for the financing of community mental health, addiction treatment and recovery, and addiction treatment, recovery and prevention, and problem gambling services. And we have Frank Hanna Williams, Director of Tillamook Family Counseling Center, on the phone with us this morning. Good morning, Frank.
Good morning, Commissioners. Frank Hanna Williams, Director, Tillamook Family Counseling Center. This amendment allows for an amount of dollars to be used by the agency to support individuals in the community who come under the category of needing aid and assist. They are individuals who have a mental illness who are not able to aid and assist in their own defense, if you will, and need some additional support that would support them being in the community and not in a more restrictive setting. It allows for some supports that can occur in the community. Specifically, this particular amendment focuses on a review of any kinds of housing-related concerns that individuals that we are working with in this category would help determine eligibility around something like rental assistance, some sort of eviction protection, utility assistance, the kinds of supports that someone might need if they were having some significant behavioral challenges to be able to maintain themselves in the community. So this provides some dollars for staff to be able to support those activities in the community, and I would recommend your approval.
Thank you very much, Frank. Commissioner Scar, any comments or questions?
Just to say this is fabulous in that we hear repeatedly that the biggest challenge that folks have is housing and paying for housing. So the recognition of this at the state level and the provision of funds to assist with housing is greatly appreciated. And I think this will really make a difference for some folks. So happy that this is available.
Thank you. As am I. I think it's really very important and a huge win for the community when we can get people housed. So I think we're ready for a motion.
Okay, Madam Chair, in consideration of a sixth amendment to the Oregon Health Authority Intergovernmental Agreement number 026023 for the financing of community mental health, addiction treatment, recovery and prevention, and problem gambling services, I move approval.
I second. We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for the vote. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Thank you, Frank.
Thank you. Thank you, Commissioners.
Good morning, Mackenzie.
Good morning.
Item 7 is consideration of modification number 2 to Personal Services Agreement number 6368 with Gallup Inc. for employee engagement and workplace survey services. With us, we have Mackenzie Weir, Human Resources Technician. Good morning.
Good morning. A little bit of backstory on this one. We signed an agreement with Gallup for the employee engagement surveys back in February of 2023 through 2026. Within this time frame, we have launched 2 employee engagement surveys, one in 2023 and again in 2024. A couple things, we didn't have the best turnout and response, and we really haven't been able to do any real work with the data we did get back from it. And as you know, this year, we still haven't been able to spend dedicated time on this project. We don't think holding another survey at this time would be very beneficial, considering we haven't done anything with the information in the last 2 years. We do have 1 year left in our contract, and Gallup has presented us with another opportunity. We think that would be better suited for us at this time. The idea would be to take the non-survey year and then develop and invest in managers with tools they can use to drive engagement with their teams, individualize their approach, lead effective meetings and huddles, and have performance conversations. This would be a half-day instructor-led training course. So we would like to modify our contract to reallocate the remaining funds for leadership development.
Thank you. Commissioner Scar, thoughts or questions?
I think this is a great idea. I think that, the Gallup survey is a great tool. And it's a tool that if you don't work with the results of the survey, your next survey is not going to show any improvement. And in fact, I think it's a frustration for staff when they complete a survey and give us a lot of good information and then we aren't able to work with it. So I think having some more training for our supervisors on how to really use that information, how to engage with their staff, and how to work hard on the things that should create some improvement, both for our staff and the environment in which they work, and then ultimately have that reflected on a future survey. So I think this is a great idea.
Thank you. Rachel?
Thank you for presenting that complete report, Mackenzie. I just wanted to add that this was a 3-year contract that we were locked into. We did try to get out of the 3rd year and we weren't able to, and so I'm thankful that Gallup worked with us and was able to provide an additional service that will be beneficial to us. So
Thank you very much. Well, I'm certainly supportive of training for our leaders. So training and development for our leaders is a great investment and a good use of the funds. So thank you. Commissioner Scar, I think we're ready for a motion.
Okay, Madam Chair, in consideration of modification number 2 to personal services agreement number 6368 with Gallup Inc. for employee engagement and workplace survey services, I move approval.
A second. We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for the vote. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Item 8 is consideration of an order in the matter of a notice of intent to award a contract for the Tillamook County 2025 asphalt procurement to SC Paving Company. Chris Laity, Director of Public Works.
Good morning, Commissioners. So what I wanted to do is do an overview of items 8, 9, and 10, which are all 3 of them are associated with the contract for asphalt procurement. This upcoming fiscal year, we are proposing $1.1 million of purchasing of asphalt and asphalt only. With that, we still have some money remaining in our budget to purchase asphalt for our current fiscal year. So in order for us to purchase asphalt, we needed to have contracts in place. We put out a call for bid. We received 3 quotes. One from Bayview, which is located up in Gearhart, one from SC, which is located here in Tillamook, and the other one is Road and Driveway, which is located south of south of Lincoln City. All 3, those bids were responsive. Our prices that we received bids on are equivalent to, in some cases, better than they were this time last year. So that's a great thing. Each of these contracts, when we get to the contracts, they are allowed to be adjusted based on due to a baseline in case of inflation adjustments. So this currently today is we have notice intent to award. Our contract call for bid allowed us to award multiple contracts under one. So we would like to notice of intent to award for 3, Bayview, Road and Driveway, and SC Paving.
Thank you, Chris. Commissioner Scar, any questions or comments?
I just quick comment. I know that we talked about this in a little bit more detail last year, and that having these multiple contracts is very important for us to be able to do the work that we do. And so I'm in support of all of the above.
Terrific, thank you, as am I. So we'll need to take these one at a time. So Commissioner Scar, we are ready for a motion on item 8.
Perfect. Madam Chair, in consideration of an order in the matter of a notice of intent to award a contract for the Tillamook County 2025 asphalt procurement to SC Paving Company, I move approval.
And I second. We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for the vote. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Okay, I'll read the next two and then you can just move them if you would like. Consideration of order number 25-018 in the matter of a notice of intent to award a contract for the Tillamook County 2025 asphalt procurement to Bayview Asphalt, Inc.
Madam Chair, I move approval.
Thank you. I second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for the vote. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. And item 10, consideration of order number 25-019 in the matter of a notice of intent to award a contract for the Tillamook County 2025 asphalt procurement to Road and Driveway Company.
Madam Chair, I move approval.
And I second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for the vote. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Thank you, and thank you, Chris. All right, moving on to item 11, consideration of modification number 22 to professional services agreement number 3491 with Don G. Averill Recycling, Inc. for transfer station operation, transport, and disposal for processing of solid waste. With us, we have Justin Weiss, Solid Waste Program Manager. Good morning, Justin.
Good morning, Commissioners. Hoping to be in front of you in person this morning, but feeling a little under the weather after the Home and Garden Show, so we're joining remotely. But good morning to you all. Yeah, before you today, we have change order 22 for our agreement with Don G. Averill Recycling for hauling of solid waste to the Coffin Butte landfill. This contract is tied to an 80% of CPI increase. So we saw a 7.936 point increase in the CPI, which based on the calculation for 80%, we're going to see about a 2% increase in the price per ton for hauling for a new price of, Peter, but I believe it's Commissioner Bell, if you can confirm, $81.55, if that's correct.
Let me see.
Apologies.
Okay. It looks like 81.39. You're close.
81.39. So $1.55 increase fiscal year, so July 1. And then we'll also be seeing, most likely in front of you next week, increases across the board for disposal, which mirror about this 2% increase. So that'll be forthcoming next week. But yeah, happy to answer any questions if you do have any on this contract change order agreement.
Thank you, Justin. Commissioner Scar, any questions or comments? Are you frozen for us? Oh, shoot. Commissioner Scar, we have you frozen momentarily. Oh, we lost her. Hopefully she's coming back.
Oh,
The last item. I'm sorry you got sick at the Home and Garden Show, Justin.
No, it was a great weekend though. Had a lot of good conversations, delicious cinnamon rolls. We gave away some raffle prizes. So yeah, we had good engagement with the community, and we're always happy to be a co-sponsor for the show. So it was a good time.
Great. I got COVID at the Home and Garden Show a couple of years ago. I blame you.
Yeah, I think going back, 2 or 3, I may have done the same. So yeah, those gatherings tend to do, but it's worth having that face-to-face interaction. We're so used to doing digital meetings and it's convenient, but it's still good to meet face-to-face and engage with people on that level. So yeah, always a welcome event to attend.
Yeah, I agree completely.
You could read the announcements.
Yes. Thank you. Rachel suggested that I read the announcements, so I'll do that while we wait in hope that Commissioner Scar is rejoining us. So Tillamook County's Compensation Board will meet on Wednesday, April 30th, 2025, at noon in the Board of Commissioners Meeting Room 106 at the Tillamook County Courthouse, 201 Laurel Avenue, Tillamook. The teleconference number is 971-254-3149, conference ID 866-914-607#. The Compensation Board, as required by state law ORS 204.112, will discuss the process to determine compensation for the salaries of the county's elected officials. If you have questions, please contact Rachel Haggerty, Chief Administrative Officer, at rachel.haggerty@tillamookcounty.gov. There is no board briefing scheduled for this afternoon, and there's no leadership team meeting scheduled for Monday, May 5. And Commissioner Scar, have you rejoined us?
I have. Sorry, my telephone just got too hot and shut itself off.
Okay, all right. Well, welcome back.
Thank you. That?
Do you have any questions or comments for Justin?
I do not. I think that this is again part of our standard contracting procedure is making sure we're paying our subs what we need to.
Agreed. In that case, we are ready for a motion.
Madam Chair, in consideration of modification number 22 to professional services agreement number 3491 with Don G. Averill Recycling, Inc. for transfer station operation, transport, and disposal for processing of solid waste, I move approval.
I second. We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for the vote. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Thank you. Thanks, Justin. And
Thank you, commissioners.
thank you, Commissioner Scar, for joining us remotely. Safe travels. I hope you have a wonderful trip.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
All right. I think with that, we can adjourn at 9:21 a.m. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah. Look at Dave. That was an interesting meeting.
It was. It went okay.
Yeah. I didn't know it was gonna be like this.
I knew Paul was in Boston. Yeah, but I didn't know what the plan was. But
Yeah, I
anyway,
knew
it was all right.
Yeah, it worked.
We could go to breakfast if you want to.
Woohoo!
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
I need to go upstairs and talk to Rachel about something that will probably be brief, and then I'll meet you outside.
Okay.